All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check my 21. You ain't doing nothing today.
Greystone travel. Bravo.
Check, check, check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Kramer. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw on second down, Kramer. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kramer. Over the middle, complete. It's Person. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On 1st down, it's Bryant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down now, it's Bryant. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Hey, Delta.
59, Mike the 59. Hey, watch the
Ready?
On 1st down, Kramer. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They've got to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Rock it.
Check 99, check 99.
Be careful.
They'll run on first down. Gentry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
36.
Hey, lock it.
On second down, Gentry. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the run.
Hey, foxtrot.
57. Mike, 57. Watch the run.
Yes. Hit it.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Check Mike 21.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Kramer, he's going to launch this thing. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Kramer. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 59. Know your job.
On 1st and 10, Kramer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Oh, you got deep?
Hey, Orvin.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Pick it up, guys.
Yo, go.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Let's go.
To throw again, Kramer. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kramer.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. We own them. We own them.
Bravo. Hurry. Hit it.
Back to throw. Kramer. Room to run past midfield. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Set.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Greystone, travel. Hey, Echo.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Kramer. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
60 or.
First and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 3.
Hey, high 7. Yep. Let's go.
On 1st down, Kramer. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Go.
2nd and 5. This is Miller, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57 to Mike. 50.
Go. Hey. Ready?
2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Leo.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pull it high.
65. Back. Check.
Go.
Check.
Yeah. Big grip.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Gentry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. He's checking. Crash.
X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Target.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Kramer, he's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Hustle, let go.
Back to throw. Kramer. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kramer into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go. Ready?
2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken very short.
Come on, Bears. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll keep it on the ground. Gentry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Gentry. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Hey, rock it, rock it. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Kramer. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 82 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. They'll run on first down. Gentry. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check.
Joe out.
No. Off. Check 52.
Go. Hey, high 7.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find Hall. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Hey, box drop. Now.
57's the Mike, watch 57. Coming this way. Here we go. 57's the Mike. 57.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch a slant.
Shoot.
They'll look to throw here. Going left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I got you.
Hey.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. 57.
Defense.
They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
You better be afraid of me.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of routing, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, Charlie. Yo, go.
57, Mike 57.
Looking to throw. Open man here is Gentry. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And Oliver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Mike 57, Mike 57.
Get him. Get him. Get him. 57's the Mike. Mike 57.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Twist move.
57's the Mike.
Snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Break.
Hey, check Mike.
You draw Corker.
21. Hey, I can reach traps.
5.
On 1st down, it's Bryant. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our field. It's our field.
Ready.
They go with Brown. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready. 30 base.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 20.
Yep.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the lane.
Shoot.
To throw on 3rd down. Kramer. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Person. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Bryant pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check Mike 21.
Go.
On 3rd down, Kramer. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
59. Hey, pick your game up. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Bryant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Right back to Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, let go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Hey.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets it to Brown, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to need their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back?